Namaste, Jai Shiva. Few young seekers have asked this question if there is a connection between the martial arts and spirituality. So, I, it's the personal experience for me in this lifetime that yes, there is a real serious connection. There is a real deep, profound connection between the spiritual journey and martial arts. Now, you can take any martial art for that matter. It could be Shaolin from China, or Taekwondo from Korea, or karate from Japan, any one of them, or any modified versions of them, you can say. Though the modified oriental versions that we have, that we see, especially in Western countries like America and Australia, they have lost that spiritual element to the art itself, and it has become more of a way of keeping your body fit and becoming highly energetic, as well as learning some hand-to-hand combat things, and to be able to defend yourself in case there is a street fight or college brawls that happen these days, or anywhere in the world. At least you will be able to defend yourself. So it has become more of a defensive thing, and at times it involves some weapons like a big knife or an arrow, or spear, or nunchuck, or something else. So it gives you a little more edge on your opponent, okay, in fighting or sparring in that way. But that is not how, or that is not what the original concept of martial art was about. It was more about training your breath and training your mind. I was a teenager when I started learning Taekwondo, and then very soon, I still remember, like on third or fourth day, I realized that if I can really control my breath, the way I'm breathing, if I can control that, then I can balance my mind. And it's more about balancing your mind. It was less about, for me, it was less about, physically trying to beat somebody, or becoming really physically strong. Although I was always a very high energy person, but it wasn't about beating people and learning fighting techniques. No, it wasn't about that for me ever. It was more about learning how can I balance my breath, how can I move my energy, how can I really balance my mind. So that is what kept me hooked to those martial arts. So initially in my life I learned Taekwondo, and then I realized that when I moved to Western countries, I realized it's more about the sport that it has become. Especially, it was more about a spectator sport, or it's more about a sparring, and you cannot earn your belt or badge without really participating in the sparring. Sparring means fighting, actually fighting with an opponent, with somebody at your weight level or age or height level. So that is when I realized I really need a teacher who can teach me about martial art, especially about moving the energy, and how just through one breath in I can move the energy to my hands, to my fingers, and just with the one breath in and a powerful exhale can actually move the energy to the feet or to the kick that I am about to blow. So then I found a 73, 74-year-old Chinese teacher in America. And I told him, like, it's, I don't want to pass your exams, or or your belt or badge or anything. You just tell me one thing. How with one inhale, one exhale, how you are powerfully able to move your energy centers, how you are able to move energy quickly. Then he taught me, he understood that, I am not asking it for like regular student karate. So then he showed me many ways to move energy profoundly. And every time his focus was on the lower three chakras. So, how well you control or manage the energy in your lower three chakras is what is going to deliver or move the energy at the desired point in your body with a really powerful inhale and exhale. And it required a completely conscious focus and a very silent mind. Very silent and calm, stable mind. And at the age of 74, I saw him delivering a kick which was so damn powerful. Not only that he could break the bricks and boards and whatever, but it made such a snapping sound in the air. And that is what kept me thinking that, how he's moving his energy from the lower part of the body all the way to the kick and to the place where he's delivering. So then he taught me a lot about, moving the energy into the energy centers and how about keeping yourself focused and calm. And I told him, the day I'm feeling all over the place and I'm very much disturbed, I'm not going to show up in the class. So I'll only come when I'm very focused and calm and quiet, because I really want to learn and I really want to, practice with you what you are doing. And it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot spiritually, because that on your will, wish and demand, on demand, you are able to turn off the switch in your mind which generates a lot of chatter. On demand, you are able to powerfully control your breathing. On demand, you are able to hold your breathing. On demand, at your wish, you can just shift the breathing from right hand side of your body to the left hand side of your body. Now, a lot of people we teach these days, right? Doing that anulom vilom pranayam and doing alternate nostril breathing that we call, right? We have to teach people specifically by forcefully closing the nostril, but that is not how it should be. Breathing should transfer from left to right and right to left. It should shift automatically just through the will. That is the use of your Manipura chakra. Very powerful use of your Manipura chakra, that you have such a strong will that you can shift your breathing from Ida to Pingla and Pingla to Ida Nadi. It helped me, martial art, helped me become much more, aware of my own breath, much more aware of different energy centers or chakras that you call in my own body, and to balance my energy and to know when I am not balanced, what throws me out of balance, what throws my mind out of balance. So it was very important to keep on breathing right for at least 24 hours if you want to have a really powerful martial art practice after 24 hours in the evening. If you want to do that, you really need a very calm, stable, and sustained breath and mind. So in a way, it made me a whole lot. It gave me a whole lot of spiritual understanding about myself, my own energy, my own level of consciousness which controls the focus in the mind, my own ability to focus, my own ability to put my attention where I want in my body. People are able to focus their attention here and there and through different subjects and objects throughout the world, but it is not so easy to focus and bring your energy to one particular dot kind of a center in your body. It's difficult. So martial art does that. You can learn easily through the martial art. Now I know Indian yogis do that through asanas too, through hatha yoga, through kriya yoga. That very same thing can be achieved. But for a high energy people like me, it's like, using your body to the maximum and using your physical health to the maximum, keeping the body in perfect health. It was also about that. So, and in Western countries, it was hard to find a real martial art teacher. Forget about finding a real yogi. Wasn't that easy? So I learned through whatever life was giving me and through the ways that were available in any country, in any place. I couldn't complain that no, I will go back to India to learn this very thing and then come back. No. So I made good use of it, and I was so honest and so sincere in my desire to have that, is that I found perfect teachers. Even in Australia, just few years back, I went to the karate teacher just to see how he is and how he teaches and how much of a control he has in himself. And although people become, black belts and earn their black belts and their masters belts and all that, is still when they start teachings at times, if they are only practicing with junior students, they lose their own practice, or something in their life may not go right, in their family life, in their personal life may not go right, and they may be thrown out of the balance. So there's a very quick way of knowing who has the balance and who does not have the balance of mind, the balance of breath. So on the name of spirituality, on the name of walking your spiritual journey, do not let the laziness set in you. That's the most dangerous thing to happen to anybody. And then it's not so easy to actually come out of it. So keep you involved, do things that involves your body. It could be doing hatha yoga asanas, it could be doing martial arts, it could be like playing some sport. Every sport is also a training of mind, the training of breath. I played an Indian sport called as kabaddi. I played football. I was an athlete. I played badminton and a whole lot of things actually. And then I was trained as a national cadet corps in the army wing. So I had army training of 3 years, and I was very good at, I earned the silver medal at the all India level in snap shooting. Shooting is another thing, shooting the arrow or shooting a bullet. Both requires that your breath should be completely still. Again, a mind thing. If you are disturbed and you are all over the place, your breath is chaotic, no way you can shoot a dart. Forget about shooting arrow. So forget about, shooting an arrow from 25 yards of distance or a bullet from 25 yards of distance. You cannot shoot a dart like 5 feet away or 6 feet away from you on the dartboard. So keep yourself involved with sports, with martial arts, with doing, Surya Namaskar if you can do it, doing other Hatha Yoga asanas and Kriyas, and doing, Vrakshasana, especially called as tree pose. You try doing that. It all gives you balance of your mind. It really calms down your mind no matter what is going on in your life. These things have a way to change the state that you are in. Any high power sports or martial art activity will always change the state that you are in. You may be grumpy, you may be sad, you may be in, depression, or you may be in something else, and you may be angry, or you may be feeling unhappy for whatsoever reasons. Just do something with your physical body. Involve your physical body into some kind of high power thing, which requires full focus, which requires breathing properly. Not only you will have a very good health, you will become a very good Kriya Yogi. You will excel in doing Kriya Yoga. In other words, you will reach the spiritual heights that you are looking for in Kriya Yoga if you do keep on doing some sort of high power physical activity. Okay? Namaste. Jai Shivaya.